everyone, welcome back to my living room for our second class from home. I hope everyone's doing okay considering the circumstances. And thank you so much to everyone who sent some feedback about the first class that I posted up the other day. Still trying to work out if I can get this onto Instagram television, but stand by, it might be going up onto a different platform today. So we'll get started pretty quickly today, no jabbering on from me. If you want to play along the playlist to this class, it is again on my Spotify account and it's called Everyday Slow Mover. This class is going to be a little bit more grounding, not as much standing as the last class. Yeah, just trying to get everyone to slow down, connect to their body a little bit more so we can stay calm and get through this really weird time together. So we're going to start lying down on our backs. When you're ready, come on down. I'm just going to pop my music on. Again, you won't be able to hear it very well in the background. I've just got it on so I can hear it. It's always nicer to move to some music. So coming down to your back, closing the eyes if you like. Just give yourself a moment here. Feeling into the breath. And then when you're ready, just very gently bend the knees. Bring the feet about as wide as your mat. And then just let the knees fall in towards each other. So the thighs are just gently internally rotating. If it doesn't feel good for your lower back, just come to flat feet and just gently let the knees fall in without them maybe touching each other. If that still doesn't feel good, just keep the knees bent, pointing up to the ceiling. And then we'll all gently bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees open wide. Again, if this doesn't feel good, that's fine, just stay with the knees bent. And then come back to center. Take the feet wide again. And if you like, taking the arms super wide if you've got the space, otherwise bending the elbows. We'll take the knees from one side, back through center to the other side. So just getting a nice little twist through the pelvis, through the hips. Next time you take your knees over towards your screen, so whichever side that might be, bring that top hand over so you're now lying on your side. Take a nice big inhale, open your arm back, and bring it forward. Open up and back. Bring it forward. One more time. Open. Try to keep the pelvis nice and square as best you can, just to feel more of an opening through the shoulder. Next time you close down, bring that top hand to your mat. And then bring yourself around into a 4-point kneel. Send your bottom back to your heels. Finding a child's pose. Again, I'm going to try and keep my head lifted, but you feel free to bring your forehead all the way down to the floor. Taking one more breath, walk your hands over to one side of your mat, keeping your hips connected towards your heels. Walk back through center and take the hands to the other side of your mat, again connecting those sit bones down to your heels. Remember, you can keep your head down. I'm just lifting mine so you can hear me. Come back through center, bring yourself all the way up and down onto your other side. So both arms reaching long, take a nice big inhale and open your arm back. So make sure you're doing the other side. Bring that hand on top. 2 more like that. Open as you inhale. Exhale to close. 1 more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Bring your hand back to your mat, bringing yourself around, however you get there, to 4-point kneeling. Again, finding your child's pose, maybe tenting fingertips this time. If you would like to come into a puppy pose, you bring your forearms down to the floor, bring your bum over your knees, and then walk your hands a little bit further out. And then we extend the arms, bring your chest and chin towards the floor. This can be quite strong. So if this doesn't feel good for your shoulders, just come back to a child's pose. You can even change up your child's pose and bring your hands back towards your feet and just let your shoulders drape over your thighs.
Be nice and gentle on yourself. Take one more breath. And then we're all slowly coming up to 4 point, nearly meet here. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's take a cat-cow. So we'll dip the belly, arching the spine, and then exhale round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. As you arch, draw your shoulder blades down, your back towards your waistband of your pants. And then as you round, think of lengthening through the pelvis, tucking that tailbone right under, drawing the belly in. Let's do one more each way. Inhale. Exhale. Finding center. Nice long spine, draw the belly in. We're going to take that right leg back, bend the knee, point the toes to the ceiling, squeeze your butt, and then lower down. Left leg lifts and down. Right leg up and down. Left leg, right leg. One more time. Left and right. Hold here. Extend your leg. Beautiful. Extend your left arm if you like, if that feels okay. Feeling the belly draw in, and then knee to elbow, round through the spine, pull it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach. Two more. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach and hold. Bring your left hand to the floor. Squeezing your right butt cheek. Hopefully you've got enough space to your right. You're going to sweep that leg around. Sweep it back. Sweep it around. Sweep it back. Two more. Sweep it around. Sweep it back. Last time, sweep it around. Sweep it back. Hold. Now here you've got a choice. You can bring that knee down, or you for a little extra challenge, keep that leg extended, hands on the shoulders. Let's go for a bend of the elbows. Bring your weight forward. Your leg goes up in the air like a seesaw, and then press back. Down and up. Two more. Down and up. This time you hold down. You're making like a little shelf for your ribs. You're going to tap the toes. Lift, tap, lift. Keep drawing the belly in. Squeeze your butt to lift that leg. Last two. Last one. Hold. Press up. Pull that knee in. Child's pose. Tent those fingers. Come back to center. Let's take that left leg long. So nice strong leg, point the toes, squeeze your butt. Right arm goes long, let's round through the spine, knee to elbow. Reach it out. Knee to elbow. Reach it out. Draw that belly in, right someone's poking you in the belly button. Last time. Reach it back, hold it, hand comes down. Then we sweep that leg out. Bring it back. As you sweep your leg out, just watch you're not kind of turning and tilting yourself too far over to the right. Try to keep yourself centered over your hands and your supporting knee. Two more. Last one. Bring it back, hold it, and we go for that little tricep press. So rotate the elbow creases so they're pointing forward. Bend the elbows, make that shelf for your ribs. Chest comes low, leg goes high. Press back. Bend. And press. Bend. And press. Remember, you have the option of just bringing your knee to the floor. And so you're bending, still coming forward with your weight, but a little easier without that leg lifting behind. Last one, bring it down. We're going to hold it. Now, if you don't have your leg long behind you, just go for little pulses of the elbows. So your choice. You're down here with the leg lifted, lowering and lifting the leg, or your knee is down and you're pulsing the arms. For 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll all come back to that T shape through the body. Nice, and then knee comes down, child's pose. Tent the fingers. Maybe wriggling the fingers and rolling the wrists. And then coming all the way back up. Let's tuck toes. Lift those hips nice and high. Find your down dog. Go for a little pedal of the feet, maybe swaying the hips. For 4, for 3, for 2, finding center. Let's ripple forward. So hips up in the air, nice and high. We ripple forward, lift the heels as you come to your plank. Now try to round through the spine a little more. So push your spine back between your shoulder blades. And then take a little tap of the tailbone and squeeze your bum. From here, draw your right leg up back behind you. So nice single leg plank. And then round through the spine, pull your knee to your nose. Find your single leg plank. Knee to nose. Send it back. One more time, knee to nose. Send it back, and then lift the hips, find a 3-legged dog, and step your right foot outside your right hand. If you're mirroring me, it's your left hand and your left foot, doesn't matter. You're gonna drop that back knee down, untuck the toes, and just go for a little roll through the hips. If you want to make it more of a stretch, you need a bit more, bring your forearms to the floor. Again, totally optional. Stay in your hands, of course. And when you're ready, tuck those back toes. Lift that back knee. If you can, just lift your foot that's on the floor here next to your hand and try to hug that knee in towards your elbow or your armpit. And then sweep back, 3-legged dog. Bring your foot to the floor, ripple forward, plank. Holding here, round through the shoulders, so try to push that spine between your shoulder blades. Tuck your tailbone, squeeze your butt. Float that left foot. And then as you inhale, lengthen, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch. 2 more, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch. Last one, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch, and then send the hips high, 3-legged dog. Knee comes in, foot beside left hand. Drop that back knee down. So again, finding that little circle for the hips. Maybe bringing forearms to floor. Make sure you continue to breathe. Last one. Hands come back to the mat. Tuck those toes, lift your back knee. Nice big squeeze through the back leg and the back glutes. And we're going to see if we can draw the belly in. Lift that foot, hug the knee to the elbow. Send your leg back. 3-legged dog. Excuse me. And then little pedal of the feet. Just for 3. For 2. Last one. Let's come down to our knees. Tent your fingers, bum to heels. Little child's pose. And when you're ready, coming on up and over onto your back. So come down to the floor, plant your feet about hip distance apart, making sure that your head is actually on your mat. That feels a lot better than being on the ground. Unless you're on carpet, then that's probably nice and soft. All right, so hands down by your side. Beautiful, let's hug our right knee in towards our chest. Hug your left knee in towards your chest. And then just take some nice big circles. So opening through the hips, pretending that your thighs are like big wooden spoons and you're stirring something in a big pot, and your pelvis being that pot. So try to let the legs be nice and heavy, get your arms to do this work. Go for one more in this direction, and then go the other way. Not worrying too much if the pelvis is kind of rocking around a bit, that's okay. Letting it go. And then pulling the knees in. Maybe even lifting the forehead towards the knees, curling yourself into a little ball, drawing your belly in. And then lower head and shoulders down if you like. Otherwise, you're more than welcome to keep them lifted, making sure that you're drawing the belly in, all the tension isn't in your neck. You're going to extend your left leg long, hug your right knee to your chest or to your forehead. and then switch, and then switch, and switch. Now you can lower your head and shoulders anytime. We'll just do 3, 2. Start to take it into more of a scissor. So next time your leg lifts, keep it straight, extend your opposite leg long, and then switch. So again, you can be doing this up with a little abdominal curl. If you want to, start to take it a little faster. Now, if this is too much for your legs, if you've got super tight hamstrings, keep a tiny little soften, or just continue with single knee stretches. Let's do 5. For 4, for 3, for 2. If you're scissoring, next time your leg comes up, hold here. Beautiful. If you're in your knee stretches, that's fine, stay where you are. So otherwise, leg is long. From here, hugging it in, start to take a little rock up to seated, pulling your thigh to your chest. Like we did in the last video, then you're gonna roll over, find a stretch. If you're in your knee stretch, we're gonna hug that knee in, pull yourself up, extend your leg long, roll over. Slowly coming all the way up, draw the belly in, roll yourself down. Beautiful, bend the knees. And again, resetting with your knee stretches. If you want to go straight back to your scissors. And of course, when you're already lifting head and shoulders, I want you to think of this happening in your abdominals though, not your neck. So as you curl up, thinking ribs to hips, belly button drawing down to the floor. We'll do 4, 3, 2. Next time the other leg is lifted, hold. So bend the knee, extend the knee, we roll up, hug your thigh to your chest, roll over, and find that stretch. Slowly coming all the way down, onto your back one last time. Bend your knees, feet planted to the floor. Whew. Alrighty, I've got my heater on and I've got a long sleeved top. Crazy. Alright, little sweat on. Alright, we're gonna bring our hands to the ceiling. Extend your legs out in front. Beautiful. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, watching there's nothing behind you, you're going to reach up and over. As you exhale, think ribs to hips, sliding down your belly. Inhale, reach back to center. Exhale, reach over. Inhale, reach up. Last 2. Last 1. Hands reach to the ceiling, holding here. Let's bend the knees. Beautiful. Tuck that tailbone slightly to draw the belly down towards the floor. So thinking abdominals pressing towards your spine, and then lift your legs to tabletop. You should feel quite supported here. Watch you're not overarching through your back. Press your belly through the back of your t-shirt down to the floor. From here, I want you to take your left leg out long, take your right arm overhead, exhale. Bring it in. Opposite arm, opposite leg. So we exhale as we extend away from the body with arm and leg. It's kind of like a really low impact way of getting some work into our obliques. Let's do 3. And we're going to have to lift our head and shoulders. Last 2, watching as the leg goes long. You're not arching through the spine. Get the obliques to do their work. Pull the ribs down to the hips. Last 1, come up, hold here. Bring your hands behind your head, interlace the fingers. You're going to curl up towards your knees, looking towards your thighs. Watch your knees don't pull in towards you. Kick them over your hips. From here, go for a little rotation to one side. Come back to center, rotate to the other. Back to center, curl up.
Your curl can be really small, so mine's quite small. If you can come up higher, go for it. But don't pull the knees in because that'll make you feel like you're going high, but you're just really lifting your tailbone. So try to come up. If this is too much with legs in tabletop, feet to floor. Same thing. And then whether your feet are lifted or not, let's start to go for a little crisscross. So you're going to extend the leg you're not looking towards. So right leg extends as you reach up and over to your left. Left leg extends as you curl up and over to your right. If you want to, you can go for a reach with the arms long, up to the ceiling, and then between the thighs and the outside of the thigh. So you're sort of framing your thigh with your arms. We've just got 2. Last one. Come back to center, hug your knees to your chest. Go for a little roll around, a little rock from side to side. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, pull your knees and your forehead together, holding yourself like a little ball. Draw your belly in and start to roll yourself along your spine. Maybe you grab a hold of the soles of your feet. Super awkward. And roll yourself up to balance. You may have also rolled off to one side. All right, so resetting yourself here. Can you pull those shins parallel to the floor? Draw your thighs in towards your belly. Can you reach one arm long? Maybe the other. Maybe extend one knee. Maybe both. Holding 3, 2, draw the belly in. Last one, cross your ankles, rolling over into 4-point kneeling. Go for a little cat-cow, arching the spine, lifting the chest forward, and then round. Draw the tailbone under. I'm just going to spin myself back around so I'm facing the same way as I was before. Feel free to do the same. Arch, and round. 2 more. Arch, and round. Beautiful. Send your hips back to your heels, tenting your fingertips. And come forward. Beautiful. Let's tuck the toes under, and we'll press up to a down dog. Go for a little pedal of the feet. For 3, for 2. Last one. Push your heels to the floor. Ripple forward, find your plank one more time. Beautiful. You're going to draw that right leg long, point the toes. Draw your knee towards your chest without rounding through the spine. Step it back. Left leg extends. Draw it in. Step it back. Right leg. In. Back. One more. Left leg. In. And back. Holding here. Tuck tailbone. Squeeze your butt round through the shoulders. Lift up. High down dog. Pedal through the feet for 3. For 2. Last one, heels down, butt high. Let's come down to our child's pose, tenting fingertips. And coming up, rolling over onto your side. So arm long underneath you, bend your knees so that you're right out in front of your hips. And then to get your left leg, extend that leg long. Make sure it's not too high, so it's just in line with your hip here. Lifting your underside up away from the floor, so lengthening through the spine. Let's sweep the leg forward. Flex the foot, take it back. Point the toes forward. Flex to take it back. 2 more. Point forward. Flex back. Point forward, flex back and hold. Extend your lower leg down. Roll over onto your belly. If you are pregnant, don't roll to your belly. You keep that underneath knee bent and come up to a little single leg 4-point kneel. Otherwise, you're rolling onto your belly. Keep that left leg engaged, or that top leg. Press yourself back into sort of like a 3-point kneel. So your lifted leg is still strong. Hands above shoulders. Then we're going to sweep that leg out to the side, just like we did earlier. Sweep back. Take it out. Sweep it back. 2 more. Take it out. Sweep it back. Take it out. Sweep it back. Hold it. Lift that lowered leg down so that your heel lifts to your bum as you roll over your knee, just to protect your knee joint, rolling over to the side, and then come onto your back, planting your feet. Hip distance apart, hands down by your side. Tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your butt, push through your heels to lift up into a little pelvic curl. Watching you're not pushing your ribs forward. This is not a glute bridge. Not like what we do in yoga. I want you to keep the ribs down and soft, thinking like your front of your body's like a ramp. So squeeze your butt, open your hips. From here, we're gonna lower the hips just an inch, squeeze to lift. Little lower, little lift. Little lower, little lift. For 3, 2, last one, squeeze and hold. Rolling down through the spine as gently as you can, coming all the way over to the other side. So the side you weren't working on before, arm nice and long, make sure you've got the space, top leg's extended. You feel free to flip yourself over so you can still see the screen here. You're gonna reach that leg long, sweep it back. Keep lifting your underside away from the floor. Squeeze your bum to send your leg back. Draw the belly in as your leg comes forward. Let's do 3. For 2. Last one, send it back, hold it. Lower leg extends. Remembering if you're pregnant, you keep that lower leg bent. We roll over. Keep that top leg, so in this case it's my right leg, still engaged. Press back. And then sweep that leg. Oh, watching any nice indoor plants, don't want to knock them over. Sweep it back. Sweep it out. Sweep it back. 2 more. Sweep it out. Sweep it back. Sweep it out. Sweep it back. Hold it here. Toes down. If you need to shuffle yourself like me, back onto your mat, go for it. Toes down. Send the other foot back. Lift your hips into your down dog. Take your right leg to the ceiling. 3-legged dog. Straight away, bringing your right knee in towards your right ankle. Sorry, your right wrist, your arm ankle. And bringing your shin across the mat. So finding your pigeon pose here. If you've got any props you want to pop underneath your right butt cheek, that's fine. You're going to stay nice and tall through the chest. And then exhale, folding forward. Releasing your forehead to the floor. You can bring your hands underneath your forehead or your fists. Relax that right hip down and the front of the left hip comes forward as well. Trying to get the pelvis to be nice and square. Let's take one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, start to lift the chest back up. Draw that back leg back in towards the front knee. Sit yourself onto your bottom. Now, if this feels super duper uncomfortable, so you're sitting with your knees stacked like this, if that feels really icky for you, extend the underneath leg forward. Keep that top leg crossed over. You can go into like a little twist. If you are pregnant, don't twist towards your bent knee, twist away from it. So a nice open twist for your belly. Of course, if a twist is no good, don't twist, it's fine. If you are still here with both knees bent, you can fold over the legs. Taking one more breath. If you've got that leg out long, just tuck it back underneath you for a moment. You're going to keep taking your hands around towards where this foot is landed. Yep. So you're going to bring yourself, I'm just going to bring myself so I don't confuse myself. Yeah, okay. So you're going to bring yourself around, so now you're facing the back of your mat in a nice wide leg forward fold. If you want to, grab a hold of the ankles or the shins, the heels. Hands can just come to the floor. You can go for a little sway, the hips, bend one knee, then the other. And then slowly keep taking the hands around. So in my case, I'm keeping going around to the left. And you're going to end up with the opposite leg on the bottom. And again, if you need to, extend it long, keeping that foot over the other side of your thigh. Either open twist or closed twist. Otherwise, both knees bent. And you're gently folding over the top of the thighs. Try to keep your sit bones nice and heavy. Taking one more breath. And then we fold that leg back in. This time the other leg is out in front. Extend the other leg long behind you, so you should be in your pigeon on the opposite side. Sitting up nice and tall through the chest. And then exhale, folding forward. Forehead down to the fists, the hands on the floor. Taking one more breath. Really letting that pelvis sink down. And bringing your hands back to your mat, tucking the back toes. We're going to come out into our three-legged dog. Front leg reaches on behind you as the hips lift. And then leg lowers down, pedal through the feet. Come down one more time into your child's pose, tenting your fingertips. And then walk your hands towards your knees. Taking a nice big reach up to the ceiling, inhale. Exhale, hands down by your side. This time, right arm will reach up and over. Go for a little side bend over to your left. Come back to center and just let your hand come to the left side of your head, near your ear. And just gently pull your right ear down to your right shoulder. So it's super gentle. Reaching your hand back up, head comes back through center, left arm up and over, go for that side bend over to your right. Coming all the way up, bringing your hand towards your right ear and gently letting your left ear come down towards your shoulder. Try not to pull too hard, be really gentle on your neck. One more breath in. And out, releasing down. Feel free to come to a cross-legged position here. Hands on the lap or the knees. Of course, if you want to lie down, feel free to do that. Closing down the eyes if you haven't already. And just bringing your awareness to your breath. Noticing the gentle rise and fall of the chest, the ribs, the belly. Finding that nice smooth inhale, slow exhale. Feeling the face soften, the shoulders relax down your back. Letting the belly go, hips nice and heavy, and the legs softening as well. So you might need to give everything a little bit of a shake to help release out any tension. And then just finding a little bit of stillness here, just for 3 more breaths. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. And out. Feel free to continue with your breathing or just laying where you are. Thank you again for joining me today. It felt like a bit disjointed to me, but I feel like that's my head at the moment. So this is why we are doing this practice. I'd love for you guys to share this video with your friends. Feel free to share it, on Instagram, share the post on Instagram, share it on Facebook, just sending it to anyone who needs it. And yeah, hopefully I will be back with another session later in the week. And again, feedback always welcome.